notification bell. It should be right in your corner. It should be right in your corner. Hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the notification bell. It should be right in your corner. It should be right in your corner. Okay, you already know what time it is. Govan. Govan plead the fifth in the case. And we had heard lots of opening and closing statement. Lots of it. Lots of open close statement. We heard lots of open close statement. A lot of open close statement about Hernandez Govan. But it ain't nothing new. Everything they told us today is everything we already knew. Everything they told us today, everything we already knew. So it wasn't no new information. That dry skin on my nose, not a booger. Dry skin. Hey, but Hernandez Govan's trial, right? He, you know what I'm saying? I think he made a good decision, a smart decision, a decision that an attorney would tell you to make. Either the decision an attorney would tell you to make. We know. Don't make no statement to police. No statement to police. We never make statements to police, right? Right? Because that's our Fifth Amendment right. We got the right to exercise that, right? You know what I'm saying? So Govan made a chess move. I'm thinking, was it Govan? Was it an attorney? It really don't matter. It was a great idea. It was a great idea. You know what I'm saying? Why make a statement? You know what I'm saying? Why make a statement? Think about it. Why make a statement? You know what I'm saying? You don't have to. So when he got on the stand and didn't make a statement, that was the smartest thing he could do. Who gonna get on that stand and testify? You know what I'm saying? Who gonna get on the stand and incriminate themselves? Because if you get up there on that stand and don't know what you're talking about, you know what I'm saying? You're gonna incriminate yourself. You gotta understand this. You gotta understand that you will incriminate yourself. You for sure will incriminate yourself getting on that stand, running your mouth. So Govan made a chess move when he pleaded the fifth. When he didn't want to testify, it was the smartest thing he could have did. You know, I don't know, did he choose to do that or was that advice from an attorney? But that was a chess move, to be honest. And you know, a lot of people saying he gonna be guilty. A lot of people. What's up, Richie? A lot of people think he gonna be guilty. I told you what the outcome. We're gonna sit back and wait what the outcome gonna be. We're gonna sit back and wait. Because you know why? I said what I think. I said yesterday what I think. You know what I'm saying? I told you yesterday I think it's gonna be a hung jury or a mistrial. You know what I'm saying? Hung jury or mistrial. Hung jury or mistrial. You know, that's what I'm getting out of it. That's my take on it. Hung jury or mistrial. You know, people don't want to hear that. They just want to hear Govan guilty. You know, they just want to hear Govan guilty. You know, who don't want to hear that he guilty? Who don't want to hear that Govan guilty? You know, who don't want to hear that? You know what I'm saying? From what he done, sorry, I got a cold. From what he done to someone or played a part of, yes, a lot of people want to hear that he's guilty. You know, that's just the right thing in the law, and we law abiding citizens, so you want to hear him guilty. But I'm telling you, Govan got a chance to get a hung jury. Govan's really got a chance to get a hung jury. You know, might be a hung jury. You know, or something. It ain't gonna be. I'm gonna tell you something. The man, if he do get found guilty on something, it ain't gonna be with Justin Johnson or found guilty on. Just believe me. If y'all think they man finna be found guilty the same thing Justin Johnson will be finna be found guilty on, you're wrong. Well, you know, you're wrong. Just watch what I tell you. You know, and if I'm wrong, I'm gonna confess I'm wrong. I don't got a problem with it. You know, we all be wrong sometimes. We all be wrong. We all, you know what I'm saying? We ain't always right. Like I said, I'm not an attorney. I'm not an attorney. You know, I just been through stuff and I know how situations goes. You know, and the argument that I heard, and see what I said on my live yesterday, they lack evidence. You know what I'm saying? They didn't go get all the evidence. Not saying, you know, but they didn't go get all the evidence. They did lazy police work. And when you do lazy police work, it catches up with you. It catches up with you. And then when you're in a situation like this, the jury can decide anyway. You know what I'm saying? It's a 50-50 for Govan. A 50-50 for Govans. Really? To be all honest, it's a 50-50. That's my take on it. 50-50. 50, I think 50. I know we know street sense. Street sense, he guilty. We know that. In the streets, if you in the streets or know somebody from streets or however go, we know he guilty, right? But in the court eyes, by the law, gotta follow guidelines. You know what I'm saying? You protected by a lot of amendments too. You protected by a lot of amendments. You know what I'm saying? So they gonna have to follow all guidelines and then follow the amendments. To be honest, to be honest, how everybody doing? You know what I'm saying? So they're gonna have to follow all the guidelines to convict Govan. And they were lacking police work, lazy. Didn't do what they should have been doing. Yeah, I told you, the lawyer was saying the same thing I was saying. The same I said on my live yesterday. Y'all heard the lawyer tell the jury the same exact thing. The same thing I said yesterday. I said the police were doing lazy work. They didn't go get cameras. They didn't do this. You know what I'm saying? If you're going to convict somebody, you got to have all the evidence in a row. You're going to have them ducks in a row. You know what I'm saying? That's how you get hung juries. That's how you get mistrials. That's how people get back in court and beat cases because evidence is missing. Because they didn't do this right. Because they didn't do that. Ask anybody who been to prison. Ask somebody who been to prison and got out who done did 20 years or something. You know what I'm saying? That's how people get back in court. Because of lack of police work. You know what I'm saying? Okay, like the cameras they talking about. What they mean, I'm going to break it down to you. Since y'all don't think y'all, okay, I'm going to break it down. Okay. The lawyer, right? The same thing he was fetching it. The cameras. The camera's right. This ring he was throwing these up there. And the AutoZone stuff. This we ain't going to break all of it down because, like I said, it ain't no turn. I'm just going to tell you something. Okay. Not the AutoZone. We're going to leave it out. We're just going to go to the camera. Okay. Now, what the lawyer telling the jury, if they would have went and got them cameras from that shop and it could have proved that the state was right about what they were saying and Cornelius Smith and his girlfriend, they want to, you know what I'm saying? He's saying he want to put all that in order. Like, if y'all would have went and did this, we would have had that footage of them pulling up, talking to Govan. You know what I'm saying? They would have put Govan on the scene. We could have seen this for our eyes. They would have put Govan on the scene. They would have put y'all, Justin Johnson, not Justin Johnson, but Cornelius Smith and his girlfriend on the scene. That camera would have proved that. So that's one thing that's not proven. You know what I'm saying? That's one thing that's not proven, though. Okay, I'm finna go to the AutoZone. That's one thing not proven. You know what I'm saying? So you're trying to convict somebody for murder, right? You're trying to convict somebody for murder. But you're leaving loopholes. Now. Okay, this is another thing. He talking about the AutoZone receipts. If they would have went to that store and got that footage, that could have helped the police. You know, everything he's saying is not just to benefit him. He's saying stuff that could have benefited them, that could have convicted Govan. That's what the picture y'all missing. That was the lawyer sitting there telling y'all. The man got a great attorney. That was the lawyer sitting there telling y'all. If they would have went to that store, pulled that camera, and seen who purchased that tarp, why everybody don't know. See, that's how the defense winning on their behalf. You know why? The defense say if y'all would have went and did the police work and got the AutoZone receipt camera, I could have, you know what I'm saying? It could have been helpful for my client. But since y'all ain't got that, it can't be helpful to my client. You see what I'm saying now? Since y'all ain't, see, it hurt them too. The same way it hurted them, the prosecutors, it hurt the defense. You know what I'm saying? Everybody got work to do, and you got to work off something. You can't work with nothing. You cannot work with nothing. You got to work with something. So that's what the defense argued. The same thing the prosecutor beating the police up behind the cameras that y'all don't see. Y'all know y'all supposed to did that. Y'all know y'all supposed to when they got them cameras. Y'all know y'all were lacking. You know what I'm saying? That's just what we don't see. They on the police. The prosecutors on the police. You know what I'm saying? Or the supervisor, whoever. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm telling you. The lawyer know what he's talking about. The lawyer dead ain't. Man, you're gonna have to have it in order, man. We understand what Justice Hernandez Smith got on the stand and said, but put into, show me. Okay, y'all talking about he gave y'all some money at this shop. He gave y'all some money at this shop, right? But we ain't got the camera to see this money. But the state want us to believe what y'all saying, though. No, show us. This is what the lawyer, man, y'all sleep. Y'all is sleep, man. Y'all better wake up. Y'all better wake up. Y'all listen to all these other bloggers who ain't been nowhere, ain't studied no law, ain't read a law book, ain't read a law book the first. Haven't read a law book the first. Ain't never been to no trial. These folks probably ain't never been to court fighting no cases, but they always got inputs on something. You know what I'm saying? I'm just breaking it down, how the lawyer breaking it down. That's all I'm doing, breaking down how the lawyer break it down. You know what I'm saying? But all the bloggers know what's going on. All the bloggers know what's going on. All the state to put the nail in the coffin. The state to put the nail in the coffin. All this over with. It's over with for Govan. You don't count the man now. I'm not on his side. You know what I'm saying? I'm not on his side. I don't know that clown. But I'm just saying, though. I'm just saying. I ain't on his side, but I'm breaking it down like the lawyer breaking it down. You know what I'm saying? I'm breaking it down how the lawyer break it down. All that missing evidence that y'all got, but y'all want us to believe it, though. Y'all want the jury to sit here and believe this, that Hernandez and his girlfriend went over here and got this money from Govan. But y'all got the cameras right across the street. Y'all didn't go get them. You got more cameras at the place where they was at, but y'all didn't go get them neither. But y'all want to sit here and believe what they said. We talking law sense now. We ain't talking street sense. In the streets, we know what's going on. We talking law sense. Law sense was matter in that courtroom. You know what I'm saying? So that was the lawyer fight. That what he arguing. That was the lawyer arguing. You know what I'm saying? Which he got a point. Show me. Don't tell me what happened. Show me what happened. It's about evidence, right? Show me the evidence. I don't want to hear what Hernandez Smith said and his girlfriend. They trying to get out of trouble. They trying to get out of trouble. They trying to get out of trouble. So show me. Show me. Show me who went in that store and bought that tarp. Or did he really give y'all that money? Y'all say that, but we ain't got no proof of that. You ain't got it on film. You know what I'm saying? Then I went into the store and got the tarp. Was it true that y'all go buy the tarp? Like the lawyer said, did y'all go buy the tarp? Yeah, it was in my truck somewhere. It was in my truck. Yeah. Did y'all, I ain't gonna say it. Man, I'm just saying, people's gotta know. I'm not saying the man not guilty. I'm not saying the man guilty. Like I said, evidence missing. The lawyer fight. The man got a great attorney. He know what he doing. That's all I'm gonna say, man. Y'all can take it and run with it however you want to take it and run with it. You can take it and run with it. You know what I'm saying? This ring, they went at what the judge was talking like add this and add that and all that. There were the other charges, like, you know what I'm saying? Maybe if you don't get found get on this, maybe get found get to, you know what I'm saying? But like I said, the man, hey, they're gonna be a surprise when y'all think, you know what I'm saying? You know, I don't know. They're gonna be a surprise, big dog. Sit back and wait. I'm sitting back and waiting too. I'm patiently waiting. Guilty or not guilty. Like I said, I'm not an attorney. You know what I'm saying? The man got to fight. Even if the man get found guilty. With them 2 errors right there, guess what that is? Them 2 errors enough to get him back in court. Simple. Them 2 errors can get them back in court. Them 2 errors. Man, don't you know that, and how many more other errors they have made throughout the trial? How many more errors have they made? Who knows? Just keep your eyes open. Just keep your eyes open, man. Just keep your eyes open. Just keep your eyes open. I'm finna be out of here, man. Subscribe to the channel if you ain't subscribed, man. Hit the like button. Until next time, people, I'm out.